Yes, hello and hello, all blessings and greetings to the global community of the Actions. My name is Otium. I want to come to you live from Central Nigeria. I hope you're fine and well, especially this time that the world seems to be turning upside down. And in moments like this, where you see chaos, where you see hunger, where you see catastrophe, where you see natural disasters, the world is, like I said, the world is undergoing changes. Okay, we are transitioning into a new era of abundance, a new era of peace, a new era where people will be led by love and not materialistic things. A new era where there will be abundance for everyone. However, in the midst of all this, we need to prepare our mind and we need to position ourselves in the right places. And for me and my family, that is that right place. I'm positioning myself to grab the well because at the end of it all, if you don't position yourself well in the world transformation that is going on right now, you will end up missing it entirely. We must become meaningful specifics. We must become tag um tax soldiers. We must become people of value. Okay, and today's topic is titled passing through cryptocurrency and yet missing it, and it's more for interactive section. And I have an amazing guest, a friend of mine, a childhood friend of mine who's been in this game for a very long time, and he's also vast in crypto. He belongs to a community, but he's also a vibrant fan and part of TAC, I must say, because but I'll bring him on and we'll have an interactive section. The reason why I'm bringing him on, I'm bringing him on is because I want him to share our because we've been on this space for long together, and always I used to come to you alone, sharing my experience in the crypto journey, and I bring to you a new guest so that you hear something fresh, you hear something new on the experiences that we have passed through together, and you will hear this person other side of story on how he has been in this space, on the opportunities he has seen, the opportunity he has missed, and how he's also positioning himself to also grab this wealth that is taking on the planet. So I'll be bringing on my brother, uh, Cindy. Yes, network. Um,
So
yes,
sorry about that.
yes, my brother Tindi is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Tindi. Tindi is tag. I will say this. Tindi is tag graphic designer. If all those banners, all those flyers you see for our trainings, our weekly Saturday trainings, they are being done by this very person here. Tindi is a friend of mine. He's an advocate for TAC too. He's an ambassador for TAC too. I mean, this is a guy that's also spoken for TAC, right? And like I said, he's standing in the gap too. He's the guy that does our flyers, right? So if you're in need of any graphic stuff, okay, we have somebody who does it, and he accepts tag as a means of payment. You know, we pay him in tag. So when we say tag is up for grab, we mean it. People are accepting tag for their product, for their goods and services. My brother here, Tindi, does our graphic for us, and he accepts tag as a means of payment. Not just that, he has tag at his heart. Okay, so I bring you Tindi. Welcome, my brother. Welcome to the global community of TAC. It's a pleasure to have you here. You know, right? We've been in this struggle for a very long time, and it's funny now. We've come a long way, and we've been here when we saw cryptocurrency plummeted in price. We saw when Bitcoin went very low and it bounced back, and a lot of people panicked. You know, and the thing is, in this space, people think is by jumping to one opportunity or the other that they'll be able to make money in this space. And in as much as there are various ways in which you can make money in this space, you know, by trading, by arbitrage, by investing, by holding, people really need to understand that the viable way on making money in crypto space is by buying and holding, and most importantly is by being a meaningful specific. So brother Tindi, please let's share your experience with our audience so that they will hear from you. They will hear your own part of the story of how you've been in this space, the things you have seen for yourself, your personal experiences, where we've come from and where we're going. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. I appreciate and I'm happy being here live with you on this very wonderful session of our great interaction. It is a great interaction because it's about crypto. So, without saying more things, I think at this very moment in time, we need to go through what we call history. And this history is not just about what is happening out there, but it is about my own personal experiences. Now,
Mm.
just like you said, I am a graphic artist also, and I accept tax for my work. Okay, and one of the things that we should understand here is this: um, it is important for people to understand this very particular thing. Now, let me tell us of a little experience in which I had, and it was I mind Pi, which is the Pi network, and I it kind of like helped a lot of people through seeing the opportunity in it and how to leverage this very particular opportunity. As you already know, we are talking about the topic passing through crypto and missing out. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
met with a friend. I met with a friend whose account who started mining for like since 2019. That is the genesis of the year of mining pipe. And it happens that this very fellow, although I didn't know him at that time, he lost his account. And when we met, we were just talking on the chat just within the week. All right. And okay, I think today is Monday. Okay, last week. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, hey, brother, how you doing? He said, fine. Do you know about this particular opportunity? He said, yes. Well, he has been
Mm-hmm.
mining it back then, and man, he has lost his thought on that. So I said, okay, I think we have issue on you recollecting your account now, but we can look through it. Once I'm able to find a way out to help you, I'll let you know. He was saying, okay, fine. So there, I asked him on the day I figured out I could actually assist him, although it will take time because we are not together. So to cut it short, I helped him to scale through his account. But before then, I asked him like, how many Pi do you actually have? He said he has um, about 1 to 3,000 Pi. So, and starting
Hmm.
up a new account now, I tell you, it will take him like 4 to 5 days before he can get even just 4 mine Pi. So I said, okay, let me help you out. Behold, when we got into his account finally, we were able to see only 45 Python. Now, let me tell you, so it's funny, right? Okay, so where am I really driving at bringing this very particular little conversation? It's basically because a lot of people lost the true touch. A lot of
Hmm.
people, are passing through opportunities right now, crypto opportunities, and they are missing out. Now, what does this really tell us? It means that when he had this, he failed to do his due diligence. He
Hmm.
refused to do his self study and to see how this can actually be something worth doing. So his
Yes,
attention was
yes.
not there, his focus was not there. That's why he lost even the track of knowing how many of these coins he has actually mined. So
Yes,
the same thing
yes,
will
yes,
happen in any community. Okay?
yes, yes. You know, sorry, bro. And we always have conversation like this, and we used to share a lot of
Yeah.
happiness. I could remember when tag started, a lot of people came into tag, and the hysteria was high, the vibe was high, and people were just trying to get involved, and they actually got involved. But do you know, as time goes on, because they don't know the value of what they have, a lot of these people just missed out. They don't even know how to get their password. They don't know. And when they were trying to get involved, they were taught how to secure their password, how to save it, how to make sure they don't lose it, how to make sure they don't lose it. But I can remember when tag was trading at $33, my inbox was bombarded. People started reaching out to me. I lost my password, I lost this, and I wish I could buy more. And do you know, it was when tag was even at $33 that people started saying they want to buy more. Some lost their password. So you see, it goes along with what we are saying. A
Yeah.
lot of people are going through this opportunity, and at the end of it, they might end up missing because they don't take it very serious. They take it for granted. They don't know the value of what they have. You know, at a time
That's
when
all.
agencies like BlackRock, Vanguard, a lot of institutional investors are coming into cryptocurrency to harvest crypto. People don't even want to know what is happening. People are losing their. So a lot of people might miss crypto because they are ignorant, because they don't take it serious, because they don't know the value of what they have, and because they refuse to educate themselves. And but I think you have several experiences where we got a lot involved in so many platforms that we lost money. Uh, uh, this goes with what we're saying about the best way to make money in crypto, which is holding your coin. So what can you say
Yeah.
about that, bro? you know
All right. Well, I think the whole thing connects. It relates and it makes a lot of sense. With 4 years experience that we both shared together in the space, we could vividly say that it's really not wise jumping from one opportunity to the other. Like, it's more or less
yes.
like, okay, let's say everybody has his own personal goals, and one's goal to be making it big. So how can you make
Mm.
it big when you are just everywhere? You are always changing
Mm.
the goalpost, right?
Yes,
Okay, anything
our chief abundance will say being a meaningful specific instead of a wandering generality. Yes, go on, brother. yes,
yeah, of course. I could vividly still
yes,
remember that while we were in the
yeah,
other opportunity. I can't really mention it right
yes,
now, but in the other
yes,
opportunity, and when
yeah.
he was actually leading in a very good way at that time,
Mm-hmm.
okay, he was making audios that really made a good lot of sense to us, and which helped
Yes,
a lot of us also and other
yes,
community
yes.
members. So I could really just say at this time, what I can say to a lot of people out there watching this is you just need to be trustworthy on yourself,
Mm,
not the
mm,
community. You
mm,
are the community.
mm,
Whatever the community may be, whatever project you are in, just focus,
mm,
give it your best, and be a good ambassador. A good ambassador
mm,
preach and spread the good news about any community you belong to. I promote Pi
mm,
Network, even on my
mm,
social handles. I accept tax
mm,
for payment in my graphic
mm,
work.
mm,
Let's say I work for tax, right?
mm,
It's not a
mm,
do or die affair for me to accept tax, but I chose to accept tax. Basically
mm,
because it's a medium of exchange, right? I see
mm,
value in an innovation that I see
mm,
future in. So that's one thing people
mm,
should understand
mm, mm, mm,
everywhere because people are putting their money, right?
mm.
You of course know you have to put your
Yes.
money believe in, and who else are you
Mm-hmm.
to believe in if not where your money is? Because you put the money there
Yes.
in the first place. It should be that you have trust for that community.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the
Mm-hmm.
cases may be at that time, it's not about the time. Now, if you are investing, the least time you could invest and wait should be 5.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So is Pi coin is Pi actually like 5 years already? Of course not. Still in the development stage. If you say tax has paid for
Mm-hmm.
long, what about the Pi network at promote? How old is Pi network? And it's still in
Yes.
development. So I think
Yes.
people should have patience. And what do you think? What's your take about this whole thing about what people opinion should be, or what should be the thing that people will do when trying to invest in a project? Like how long should they look at, and what are those things they should consider? Please, because
The
you are
thing is,
interrupted.
based on my understanding and my research about this piece, and I came to understand that if you are getting involved in any project, you need to study their white paper. Okay, you need to understand their vision and mission, and you need to understand that you need to know what this project stands for, what they set out to achieve, and you need to ask yourself, will I want this project to be here in the next 10, 50, 60, even 1,000 years? Will this project impact the life of my people in a positive way? Okay. What are the problems that this project set out to achieve? What are the solutions of this project? What are the core principles? What does this project set out to achieve in the long term? And for me, going by the words of Warren Buffett, the great investor, he said the short term to look at an investment is 4 years. Okay, the long term is 10 years. Okay, Warren Buffett is somebody who has made money, who has made billions of dollars in investment.
Yeah,
He
there are evidence
understands the print.
everywhere.
Yes, there are evidence to prove. It's not a travel agents and leader that doesn't. Yeah, he has been there. Okay, the guy has been there. He has understood the principles of investing, and he said, and one thing he said is this: the financial market is a means of transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient.
To the patient.
So we have seen the ups and downs in crypto. We have seen when crypto reaches 3,000 and it bounces back to 69,000. So in the
Man,
long
that night
run,
was crazy.
you
That
understand,
night
man?
was crazy.
So the bottom line is those who win, those who will win in the crypto is a game. Those who will win, and in every game there are rules applied. Okay, and people that will win in this game are people that have patience, people that are meaningful, and people that are focused, and people that are goal oriented, people that understand what it means to get involved in a project that really is out to transform their lives for better, right? And
All
just
right.
like you said, yes, go on, please.
All right. Sorry. I am just moved because of the time, and
Yes,
we really need to be conscious of the time. Now, take a look at it.
yes.
Passing through crypto and missing out. I'm tempted to ask you this question. I've been anxious to ask you this question, and I just can't wait. That's why I had to talk to you about that. Now, passing. Have you ever been in a position where you talk to someone or you spoke to someone about this crypto opportunity, and maybe the person tends to, fall out because in one way or the other, we are all Bitcoin and Ethereum investors. After the fraction, whether you hold it now or you've held it in the past, we are all investors in these two very particular projects, which are the leading projects in the forefront. Now, please, can you tell me, have you ever told someone about crypto to take heed to your suggestions to the person, because it's not a financial advice, a suggestion to the person and the person?
Yes, the thing is, I have a bunch of people, and I also have personal experiences. This is I've learned. Sometimes you learn your lesson the hard way, right?
Yeah.
You learn your lesson the hard way. Those of us that were wondering generalities in the past, we got involved in so many projects. I remember I put when Ethereum was around $40. I remember I got involved in this project, and I had three Ethereums. Sorry, I had three Ethereums in this particular project, and the project just shut down, right? And
Let me think.
forever. And I think we
that's
got involved in that
a
project
declared
together, right?
person, right?
Yes,
That's a
yes, we were
declared
involved in that
person.
project together. That was before the birth of TACC, right? That was before the birth of TACC.
Yeah.
We were involved in so many projects. We are wondering generalities, right? But now imagine that project. Imagine I just buy, just like we're saying today, we're encouraging people to buy and hold. Imagine I bought Ethereum. Imagine those Ethereum I bought and hold them. I'll still have them to today. But after I bought them, what did I do? I invested in a platform that promised me returns in the short term, right? And at the end of it, or I end up losing everything. So this is what we're saying. There's no shortcut. I had personal experience. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I have personal experiences, right? I have personal experience personally, and that's why I try as much as possible to educate my community, because I don't want them to make the same mistake that I've made, right? We don't want we need to create a viable platform for our people, right? And it's time for our people to become creators of platforms, not just consumers. So those of us that have already been dealt with, we have been dealt with in so many projects, we become meaningful, specific, and TACC to create a road for our people, because there are people out there, our people who are out there that really need a genuine platform to get involved in, and that is why we are here to create TACC for them, right? So that's my personal experience, bro. I don't know about you, man.
And we shared some of those experiences, which we really can start listing them off there. And one thing is, experience is the best teacher, and we are leading. You are an ambassador of TACC. I'm an ambassador of Pi Network, which is a very good thing. Coming together now, I just believe that passing through crypto and missing out has to do with people not valuing what they have in their hands, not knowing the worth of what they have in their hands. And if only you know what you are holding is a gem, being it the Pi Network I promote, being it the TACC you're holding, there shouldn't be enmity even between projects. There are a lot of projects preaching ill content on other projects, which really doesn't really give well, right? And
Mm-hmm.
crypto is an evolution that was set to unite humanity despite the
Mm-hmm.
race, religion, politics, or any other sets of belief. So
Mm-hmm.
I just believe that at this point in time, people need to understand that what you hold is a gem. Precious.
Mm-hmm.
It's precious. And hold it as one. Hold it as one. Hold for the
Mm-hmm.
long term. By 2, 3 years, it's not really even the
Yes.
gem, right?
Mm-hmm.
5 years, hold it, and then you can start saying something. And tax is young, right? Tax network is still
Mm-hmm.
young, okay? Just that is 3 years already. It's still young, but a lot of people don't know. Still in the infancy stage in a way, okay? Not yet
Mm-hmm.
really breaking out that much. And sometimes people tend to say, hey, I know you'll be, hey, I check on the coin market cap, tax network is there, but doesn't have anything to write.
Mm-hmm.
It's still on the same level with your project on the side of market cap because there are no data that the in-depth value of the coin or project
Mm-hmm.
to miss out, okay, which is like passing through crypto,
Mm-hmm.
be told know more about it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is your last take on that?
Yes.
Given mine today, we can do so
Yeah.
many other one in the future.
Yes. Well, the bottom line is that our people need to understand that those of us that have had experiences, that also have people that have experiences in the past, you know, must know that what they have in their hands is a gem. Okay, dear Tiashans, you are in the right place and at the right time. TAC, those of us in TAC, I used to say, we are a choosing generation, and TAC would be the best cryptocurrency that this world will ever see because our mission is divine. And just like we keep on, and the reason why I also said I brought a brother today is because he also need to share his experience. Okay, you need to understand that what we have in our hands is mighty. A brother here is accepting TAC as a means of payment because he's the one that does our graphic designs, our banners, our stickers. Okay, so we need to understand that people, these are visionaries. They are just like in the people who are accepting Bitcoin in its early days. Our brother here is accepting TAC in its early days, and in the future, these are people that will rule the economy, right? So and if you're going forward in life, going forward in the future, we can't have just one dominant cryptocurrency. A lot of cryptocurrency will be out
Yep.
there, okay, and it will be dangerous to have one cryptocurrency to dominate the space. It will be
Well,
dangerous to have monopoly, right? So cryptocurrency, just like there's a lot of fiat currencies today, the same way they'll have a lot of cryptocurrencies tomorrow. But the most important thing is that we must understand that what we have is big, what we have is mighty, and what we have is equivalent to Bitcoin is making its early days, and we must not lose touch of that reality. So we are way ahead of time. It's 23 minutes already, and I don't know, think if you have a closing remark for my community before we close down the show.
okay, thank you very much. I'll make it brief and short. My
Mhm.
closing remarks right there can simply be know what you have and hold it with your precious life. And I tell you, 5 years is not a long time. Think about your years of starting university as a new intake.
Mhm.
See how far you look at it, but see how short it looks when you're already done. 5 years is
Mm.
not too long. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother Tini. So thank you very much, Global Community of Creation. See you some other time. Tag continues to go up here. Peace.